Hi. Hey everyone. As you can see, slightly different camera setup today. Um, my normal my normal cam just won't work this morning. So we're using a webcam today. Quality is not the best. I apologize. But yeah, I'm just glad that it works. How's everyone doing? Beep beep. Beep beep's here. I think he's having a good time. Aren't you, Beep Beep? Hi everyone. What are you guys all working on? We'll wait a few minutes as per usual. You probably know the drill already if you've been here before. If not, welcome. We'll wait a few minutes and then we'll start our first Pomodoro. Beep beep. Good morning. You're Shravani. You're going to be doing resume learning, Python classes, objects, and methods. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, resume learning. I would like resume learning. Resume learning makes sense. Yes, clearly I can't read. Cool. Objects and methods. Very useful. Very definitely very useful classes. Hi, you're learning Express. Hey, Shreyansh, Sabrina, Abhishek. I think it's is it Jesus or Jesus? But hi, you'll be working on GLMs. Shortest path algorithms. Nice. I really like shortest path algorithms. I think they're really cool in general. Hey, beep beep. Want to say hi to the camera? Do you want to say hi to the camera? It's over there. Camera's over there. Midterm beep beep. Christian, do you not see the cat? He's literally walking everywhere. He's literally walking everywhere. Valeria, you're actually, oh, PG, midterm prep for my search and simulation class. Ooh, good luck on your midterm. You got this. Valeria, yesterday I occasionally found you live, and today I'm back to work with you again. Now it's 4:30 p.m. in Moscow, but I'm still full of energy. That's awesome. I'm really happy. Okay, I'm gonna remove Beep Beep. He's gonna be on the floor. I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're here. Also, just fun fact, Moscow, so Russia in general, is one of the destinations that I really wanted to go to right before the quarantine happened. Um, yeah, after everything lifts, Russia is gonna be one of the first places that I go to. I absolutely love Russian culture. Just yeah. Russian literature as well. I think that's the reason why I like Russian culture so much is because of all the books that I've read from Russian authors. Yeah. Hey, Michael, Shravani, Aya, Mikhail, Tariq. Hey, everyone. Terry, when does your sequel course come out? I'm gonna be finishing up on my end for okay. I want to say this week. I'm aiming to finish up on my end for this week. Um, if not, it definitely will be finished next week, and it'll probably take I want to say like about a month or so for the partnership that I have to like edit it and like just get everything prepped and stuff. So I'm really aiming for summertime, but definitely before next interview season. Yeah. Beep beep. Christian, you just saw him. Yes, he's literally everywhere. He like doesn't. Ah, yeah. Beep beep. Sabrina, beep beep getting your attention. Yes, he's trying to. I think he's more trying to get your attention. I think he knows that I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to someone, so he's like, "Who are you talking to? Who's I want their attention too." Whenever there's anybody around or anything, he's like the kind of cat that will just jump on your lap and, you know, yeah. He'll like jump on your lap, he'll just like purr and get you to pet him. He's very, very good at making people fall in love with him. Isn't that right, beep beep? All right. Shall we get started? Yeah, PG, how do you spell your cat's name? It's beep beep, just like Loco Plata says, and then boop. So it's beep beep and boop because they're like little robots. Yeah. Cool. Let's get started. Oh, and Shreyansh, yeah, he loves new people. He just loves like everything, actually. Boop is the shy one. Boop doesn't like new things, but beep beep does. Let me get my timer. I don't know if you guys can see that. Is that visible? I think it's like, yeah, it's visible. Cool. Let's get started. All right, friends. How was your study session? I got through, I'm at the last quiz now for week 3. And then gonna start the programming assignment for logistic regression afterwards. What about you guys? How is it? Good evening, Robin and Ayok. You don't see beep beep? Beep beep is somewhere over there, I think. For Shiraj, everyone is going to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. Thanks, Christian. I appreciate it. Christian, science. What kind of science are you studying? Christian, yes, you're the best on. Thank you. I should think about getting one of those bots. I haven't really looked into it. I know there are bots that can ban spammy people. I should probably look into that. I'll look into that today. Alexandros, you're studying boosting functional regression models? Cool. You're coding now. Cool. What time is it? It's 8:30 a.m. And Bobcat Didi, I'm glad that you made it. You're studying credit law. Not fun. Interesting. Credit law. Oh, let me turn off my scene switcher. Cool. Ronnie Fabry, you're stuck writing your essay. You know, this is gonna sound really weird, but after going more into like data science and stuff, something I actually miss doing is writing stuff. I feel like I don't really write as much anymore, compared to before. So I get it though. Sometimes like essays can get it can take forever to write. Yeah, I used to write a lot of essays for my undergrad, and I did not enjoy it then. It's like one of those things when after a while you kind of miss doing it. I'm not saying I want to go write essays though. Melody Max. Hey, I'm so glad you could join. Um, yeah, I'm faster with this course because I feel like everybody should go at their own pace. For me, I think it's probably because I already know how to apply these machine learning algorithms, so it's not like I'm learning everything from beep beep, you bad boy. Yeah. Uh, what was I saying? Yeah, I guess for me, like it's because I'm not really doing it from scratch. I already know how to use a lot of these things, so it's more just understanding the math behind them. But I think if you're doing it from scratch, you should definitely take your time doing it. Um, yeah, and the math can get pretty, the math gets like decently involved. So that could take some time. I mean, it takes time for me as well. Like I'm just a lot of the linear algebra stuff and the calculus. I don't have a very solid background in that, so I can follow the logic of what he's saying, but it's still a little bit challenging sometimes. Christian, you're studying science, physics. Ooh. I only took first year physics because that was a requirement for my pharmacology degree, but I never really took anything past that. Uh, yeah, I wanted to take a biophysics class in my undergrad, but never got around to that. Did you know, that's a fun fact, that the most common, like non-computer science people, like the most common degree that non-computer science people, or stats people, I guess, who go into data science have is physics. There's a lot of data scientists that have physics degrees. Beep, beep. And Kim, you're studying for your probability midterm? Cool. Yeah. So probability, I feel like as a midterm, can be really tricky because you know when you're doing problems and if your logic is like slightly off, then the whole thing is just completely wrong, right? It's like hard to get like partial credit for stuff. Um, I think probability is super useful though. Good luck on your midterm. Um, I don't have an Instagram account. No, I do have a LinkedIn, so feel free to connect there. And Risharaj, you're planning to take up data analyst course? Nice. Carolina, how important are Bayesian statistics and DS in your opinion? Should I take a college class on the subject? Ooh, I think Bayesian statistics is very important. Especially in the real world, like when you're doing industry-based stuff, the amount of assumptions that you can have are generally less. So yeah, I think if you can, definitely take Bayesian statistics. For my interview question, they asked me some Bayes questions as well. Like it was, what was it? It's like, you know, the Monty Hall question, but like a variation of Monty Hall question. That was for my data science interview. I don't think I'm allowed to give like any more specifics about that. Mm, Alexandros, do I miss working on the lab? Ooh, so I worked in a lot of different labs. I worked in like wet labs where I did like pipetting. I did some like animal research, and I also worked in a bioinformatics lab, which is pretty much just like coding all day. I have to say I actually don't really miss working in a lab because generally I found like with lab dynamics, it's people are usually like not super like they just kind of like work on their own thing and people come and go and stuff. There's a lot of freedom, but you don't really like it's like very like individual. I prefer working in teams. Like I really like working with other people. Um, so yeah, I don't really miss working in labs. And also like what's also really nice about just working at a bigger company is the data that you have and all the things that you can do is there's a lot more possibility there. Of course, like at the expense of not having as much freedom. Shake, my cat is cute. Oh, you hear that beep beep? People think you're cute. Developer, I've been working on my game for college. Oh, cool. What kind of game are you building? Um, Jesus, would I recommend this course even though it's been a while since it was published? I'm gonna do like a pretty thorough review of it. I think maybe like halfway and then again afterwards. Just like for now, my impression is I would recommend it for people if you're like me. You're like just, you maybe like used it or whatnot. Um, or if you want to have like a more thorough understanding of the mathematical reasoning behind it. In terms of practicality, I don't think it's super practical, especially because it was filmed so many years ago. It's not very like the stuff that he talks about obviously is like still true and relevant, but he shows you like using Octave or MATLAB, and that's like not super relevant these days. Yeah, so I don't think it's like the most practical course, and I wouldn't recommend it if you're just like trying to get a job or like do your own projects using it. I don't think it's very helpful. Yep. Um, Bobcat DD is a course you have to take because the credit law course here in Belgium because of liability reasons. We have to know a lot of these things. Makes sense. Makes sense. Um, Risharaj, you don't know if you should take data analyst or data science. I think their data analyst is generally more business. You can think of it as like more business aligned data science. Like the toolkit that you have is less technical. So if you don't want to code as much, and you don't want to do as much math, data analyst is probably a good choice to have. Um, yeah, you still get to work on like problems, but your toolkit is generally more limited. But yeah, with data science though, I think there's a higher barrier of entry, but once you're working and stuff, you just have more availability on what it is that you can use in terms of solving problems in industry. Also, if you're interested in machine learning, then go with data science. Cool. Shall we start our next Pomodoro? All right, let's go. Well, we're done for today. I'm just starting off the programming assignment now, for week 3 of the course. We'll see if I can manage to finish it on Friday, and then we'll be done with week 3. What about you guys? How is it? Hey, duck meat. Oh, it's okay. I'm glad that you said hi though. Appreciate it. Uh, you look tired or morning time. Yes, it is morning time. The GX function? I will figure that out. I'm on the second question right now. Differential equation. Yep. MB, unrelated, less than 3 years out of school, working as an analyst at Fund and Finance. Use beginner Python and MySQL. Is it too late / non-consensus to switch? Need a degree change to make feasible. I assume that you're trying to change into data science right now, because if you're trying to change to data science, you already have the coding parts like Python and SQL. That's like really the main coding areas that you need. With everything else, probably brush up on your like statistics. Yeah, and then for some of them, like depending on the position that you're going for data science, you might need to do machine learning. Not all of them require machine learning. Yeah, and then let me think, what else do you need? Yeah, if you're in like a business aligned role, you might also need to brush up on like product and business stuff, but that's generally like pretty easy to do. You can just do that for the interview. I think you don't need another degree to go into data science. Yeah, you just need to be able to land that interview, but I feel like from your experience, you should be able to get an interview with not that much problem. I think you got this. Melody Max, that was a fast 2 hours. I'm working in EDA on Kaggle. Nice. Yeah. Right. When you're doing it together, it's a lot better, isn't it? I'll hang out for a few more minutes if you guys want to chat. But yeah, Van, I cannot tell you which company I currently work for, because if I did, I would not be able to talk about things as freely, and also HR might come and get me. So I'm sorry. All I can say is I work at one of the FANG companies. Yep. Sure. Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I just productive already in the morning, so that always sets my day well. Yeah, what about you? How are you feeling? Oh, actually, I'm just scrolling through the chat from previously. Let's see. Are there any questions or chat or anything else? Um, oh, I guess we're not in a chatty mood today. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. Zubair, how do I start? How do you start with DS? Check out my video on how to learn data science in 2021. I go into detail there. Chris, how often do you study live? I do 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday for technically 100 minutes, but 2 hours essentially. Yeah. If you want to go to the Discord, which is linked in the descriptions, I have a calendar for all of my study with me sessions as well, so you can add that on. Hope you can join. Alex, hey Tina, are you interested in crypto? I'm interested in crypto, but I don't have too much experience or understanding of it. So I mean, like slightly related, I guess. I want to learn like options trading. after I finish this ML course. Yeah. But currently in terms of the crypto stuff, do I own a little bit? Yes, but do I actively like do anything with it? Not really. Uh, Cherish. I'm tired because it's nighttime here. What time is it there? Oh, where are you? It's morning here, so it's 9:34 a.m. right now. I'm on Central Time. Yep. Yeah, I do these like study with me's in the morning because after work I just get really tired, and I'm not able to concentrate on learning stuff. Yeah, that's why I do it in the mornings. I don't know if you guys can hear Beep Beep. He's like literally he's in the back. I have like a big box and he's just like jumping in and out of the box, like just like jumping up and down, up and down, up and down. I've been told that when he gets older, maybe he'll stop being so active. I don't want him to stop though. I think he's really cute. He's very entertaining. Yeah, he's almost 2. So hopefully he doesn't just stop playing. Mm, Robin, should I attach my certificates, pictures in my CV where text only is already good? I think it depends on where you're from. So I don't know if my advice goes for anywhere outside of North America, but in North America at least, you can just put on your resume. It's and just as like text. Yeah, you don't really need to attach pictures of anything. Melody, what's your normal work day like? Things you do on a daily basis at work? Good question. Yeah, so these days, my work day usually starts with just checking messages that people may have sent me when I wasn't around. After doing that, I would pretty much, it depends if there's like any like very urgent things I need to do. If there's urgent things and I deal with that, it's usually from like the rest of my team. They need me to do something. If not, I just start working on on whatever analysis that I'm working on. Um, that's usually how I spend my time until afternoon. Ideally, I don't have any meetings in the mornings, but that's not always the case. But ideally, I spend my mornings kind of knocking out whatever analysis that I'm working on. And then I prefer to have my meetings in the afternoon because I generally work better in the mornings. So in the afternoons, I just show up to meetings and like do whatever I have to do then. Yep, that's my work day. Cool. Well, it seems like you guys are not in a super chatty mood today, which is cool. In that case, I think I will also just head out. What am I gonna do today? What am I working on today? I'm probably gonna go out for a bike ride. It's getting really nice outside. Um, yeah, it's much nicer than before. It's like sunny-ish and the temperature is above freezing now, which is very nice. So I'm gonna go do that, go for a bike ride, and then come back, eat breakfast, and then start work. I think today's work day is gonna be a pretty intense one. Just because, yeah, there's like a lot of more like urgent things that needs to be done today, so I'm gonna be mostly doing that. Yeah, and then hopefully I have some time to squeeze in an analysis. Um, Fingers crossed. Cool. Oh, let me answer a couple more questions. Yeah, I'm down to chat for like a few more minutes. Uh, Kuftuka, how do you maintain your mental health? Maybe you spoke about it already. Yeah, I mean, I think it's always a very welcome question. Mental health is extremely important because what I've learned is that when you neglect your mental health and you're like, I'm just gonna study a little bit more, just gonna push myself a little bit harder. Well, it always comes back and bites you in the ass. Like you can't really neglect your mental health. It's always gonna come back and it's gonna come back worse. So the things I do in general, so exercise is really important for me. Like I either go for a bike ride or go to the gym. I try to do that one of those two things every single day. As it helps me a lot in terms of calming me down. I think I tend to be like a pretty anxiety prone person, so that helps a lot. It also helps clear my head. And then I also plan my day. I structured my day in like a such a way that I always try to knock out one thing that I think is the most important, and if I can accomplish that, everything else is like the extra, right? I feel like if you try to tackle too many things at the same time, you end up just kind of feeling disappointed in yourself, maybe, or just not, you know, you just feel like you're not being productive and good. At least I do, and that makes me like feel bad about myself. So yeah, setting expectations is really important. Um, what else do I do? Like drawing a blank right now. I think that's really, really the major thing. Like just exercise and setting expectations for my work. That helps me a lot. I try not to compare myself with other people as well. It's like if you see people who are just, like so much smarter, so much better, or so much whatever than you are, that could be very discouraging. You're like, why should I even try, right? So, but what you realize is that everybody goes at their own pace. And everybody's background is also so different. Like if somebody has like a programming background, for example, and they can code so much better than you, well, like, yeah, yeah, it doesn't mean that you should just feel bad about yourself. It means that, you're like, oh, okay, so these are the things I should work on. Do I want to work on them? Yeah, and move forward with that. I hope that helps. Mm, yeah, I'd love to know what you guys do for your mental health as well. Oh, actually, another one that's really important for me is I don't use social media. Yes, I do YouTube and I post some things here and there on LinkedIn, but that is the extent of my social media usage. I don't think every time I use social media, it just isn't very good for my mental health, so I just don't. Yeah. Thanks, Robin. Kuftuka, Deepak. I'm glad I was helpful. Pets are the best. Melody, love hugging my puppy when I'm mentally drained. That is very true. That's another one. Very, very true. Having beep beep and boop, they make me so much happier. Um, Especially when you're in quarantine and you can't really see anybody. Yeah, like so, and even like your coworkers and stuff. Like for me, I onboarded during quarantine, so I've never actually seen my coworkers before, and just it can feel very isolating. And having pets, it has helped me a lot. Whenever I feel sad, I just pet Beep Beep. I pet Boop. Boop is a very cuddly cat, so sometimes we just cuddle together in bed for like an hour in the middle of the day. But yeah, Chris, you like to go on walks and listen to podcasts. Nice, nice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me see. When I bike, I usually listen to podcasts as well sometimes. The ones that I really like are shoot, I don't remember what it's called. Oh shoot, what's it called? I think it was like Things Made Here or something. No, it wasn't. It was like uh I forget, honestly. Whoops. Yeah, what are your favorite podcasts if you guys listen to podcasts? I'm always down for more podcast recommendations. Yeah, the ones I usually listen to are like kind of entrepreneurial or philosophical podcasts. Um, yeah, always down for more recommendations. Developer? Oh, Crow Gambate. Thank you. And yeah, I do watch anime. A lot of anime. Developer. I think social media can be good for motivation, inspiration, but I don't really post. Yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that. Like if you follow the right people on social media, and they happen to have like, they're like you relate to them, I can definitely see that. Um, I mean, in a way, I hope that you guys can relate to me. I'm doing YouTube and stuff, which I guess is a form of social media. Um, yeah, I think it definitely can work. I guess when I say I don't use social media, I mean like more specifically like Instagram or like Twitter. Um, what other social media is there? TikTok. I don't really use any of those things because I feel like I tend to be the kind of person that just like ends up following a lot of people and then I would just end up comparing myself to all these people. But YouTube, there's a lot of YouTubers that I look up to a lot. And yeah, they inspire me a lot. And I guess I can consider them my like role models. Mm, Melody Max, you started meditation a few weeks ago and is a great help. Okay. Do you just meditate by yourself or do you follow an app? I've tried using, I think it was like Calm before, but I would just end up falling asleep. But yeah, I mean, if it works, yeah, like if you use like a different app or if you have any tips on how to not fall asleep when you meditate, I would love to give meditation another go as well. Chris, Snacks Daily is great. Ooh, that's a podcast, right? Snacks Daily. Although I'm also down just to have daily snacks. That is cool too. It's the Robin Hood one, Snacks Daily. Is that what it is? Yeah, Robin Hood Snacks. Okay. I should check that out. Yeah, especially since I do really want to get into the more finance stuff. I should probably be more prudent about what's happening. Do you guys, by the way, for those of you that trade, do you use Robinhood or do you use something else? I use TD Ameritrade right now, because I feel like it's somebody just recommended it to me. It took a while to kind of learn. I'm still learning right now, but I've heard that other interfaces are a lot simpler to learn. Hey, data professor. Really glad that you showed up. Always brightens my day. Thanks for dropping by. Um, Alexio, Ken's podcast is nice to listen to. Oh, yes, yes. I do listen to Ken's podcast. Ken, if you're listening, don't worry. I do listen to your podcast. Yes, that is one of them I do. But except for that, I tend to listen to more like business, entrepreneurship, and philosophy kind of podcasts. Um, Radiolab. Yes, Radiolab, Radiolab. I do listen to Radiolab as well. I think I might just be really bad at remembering the names of the podcasts that I listen to. Yes, I do investigating a strange. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Radiolab. Oh, and 99% Invisible. That's another one that I listen to as well. Melody, okay, Chris, you use Headspace and Melody, you do guided meditation on YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I should check that out at some point. Hmm. Thanks for the rec. I'll see if I can just like try that out and maybe I can get back into meditating. Clubhouse podcasts? Oh, I didn't know Clubhouse had a podcast. Oh, or you mean like you literally just go on Clubhouse and just listen to what people are talking about? Hmm, cool. Developer Headspace is pretty good. You can start off at like 5 minutes and work your way up. Okay, Headspace. Yeah, I only tried Calm. I don't think I tried Headspace before. I should try that. Also, thanks so much for all the podcast recommendations. Yeah, I'll definitely try them out. For Clubhouse, I do kind of join once in a while. I think it might just be like on Clubhouse, I haven't done like too much exploring yet, so I do need to explore Clubhouse a little more because I think it can be very, very, very powerful. Um, to join like kind of the right rooms in there. Planet Money. Just heard of Planet Money is a fun podcast. Okay. Planet Money. Let me check that out. Okay, so it's NPR. Oh, interesting. So it's like it's economics, right? The economy explained. Cool. That looks pretty cool. I really like their, I don't know if they're called like thumbnails and podcasts as well, but I really like their thumbnails. Really cool art. Can't stop GameStop. Cool. I'll definitely check that one out too. Thanks for the recommendation. Um, Data Professor, you've heard of Headspace today from listening to the book Make Time. Oh, yeah, I read that book as well. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'll check out Headspace maybe this week as well. Heard because the thing with meditating, I feel like if you can actually get into it, it can be very, very powerful. OMG Moha, hey, you don't work where it's extra 2 hours. Yeah, so I actually did the work earlier already. So 2 pomodoros, and then now we're kind of just chilling and chatting for like a few minutes. I keep saying a few minutes, and then I end up staying for like another half hour. I just love talking to you guys so much. But yeah, but feel free to like kind of go through the actual work as well, and then hang out in the chat. Uh, Alexio, so it, yeah, Planet Money, so it's economy, but it's a lot more engaging and relatable. Okay, cool. That sounds like my cup of tea. And Melody, you always fall asleep too when you meditate. I'm doing it around now. I do it when I wake up and before bed. That's true. That's fair. Before bed, I can see. I feel like if I did it when I woke up, I would just like fall back asleep and get more tired. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna head out to go for my bike ride now. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I always really appreciate it and always feel productive after these sessions. I'm really, really happy. And also thanks so much for all the recommendations. Meditation and podcasts. You know what? Maybe when I'm biking today, I'll try out one of the podcasts that you recommend. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys. And yes, Yedo, it's a webcam because the normal thing that I usually use refuses to work today. So unfortunately, we have a slightly shitty webcam today. I'll try to get it fixed on Friday. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. For anybody that has a midterm, good luck. You're gonna do great. See you.